Energy Secretary Chris Wright just spoke with Maria on the pausing of Project Freedom. Here's what he had to say.
I think the fear that the United States' military is going to open the strait whether Iran wants it or not made them realize, if that's true, we've got nothing. We have no remaining leverage. Maybe we should get more reasonable and get back to the table with the United States and see what we can get out of this. The only leverage they have has been impeding flow of traffic through the Straits of Hormuz. And Mike Wirth is right. They've been successful at that so far. But we can change that if we need to do it unilaterally.
Now, the Energy Secretary under President Trump is Dan Brouillette, and he joins me now. Dan, sounds like the war is coming to an end. Am I being overly optimistic here or what?
Good morning, Stuart. Look, I'm optimistic as well. I hope it is coming to an end. But it's very important that we keep our eyes on the actual scorecard here, and that is the number of tankers coming through the strait. I read this morning the Axios report says there's 14 points on a memo. Look, I hope those 14 points are really good. But 14 points in a memo is actually more ships than moved through the strait yesterday. And that's something we have to keep in mind. As this oil price comes down, I think consumers are going to start to feel relief, but they're going to feel more relief when we get that number up from 1 or 2 a day to over 100 a day, where it was 6, 7, 8, 10 months ago.
Would you like to tell us how long you think it'll take to get up to 100 tankers a day through the strait? How long is this going to take?
Well, I think, look, undoing the traffic jam in the strait is going to take some time. But as the president pointed out, he's going to give them 30 days. And in 30 days, we'll know whether or not the strait is going to open. And as Secretary Wright just pointed out, if it doesn't open out of some diplomatic effort that's ongoing, then we need to open it up ourselves. And I think that can happen. And I think the president is willing to do that, as he said in his statement this morning.
Gas Buddy, which covers gasoline prices across the country, they predict lower prices, gas prices, in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio, Illinois, and Indiana. Those states had refinery issues, which they've cleared up, so prices should go down there. But look, as a national average, when are we going to get regular gasoline below $4 a gallon? It's $4.53 right now.
Well, I think it's coming soon, Stuart, as soon as the strait opens up. And what we see in the Midwest is something that I think we ought to address as a nation. That's a lack of infrastructure. What's happening there is a lack of refining capacity. They did maintenance, some of it scheduled, some of it unscheduled. Those things are coming back online. And Gas Buddy's right, we're going to see those prices drop. But we're not going to see them drop in places like California, where they've reduced their refining capacity and are now dependent upon imports from places like South Korea. South Korea, as you already know, depends on the Strait of Hormuz for its crude oil. And it's places like that in California where we're seeing state policy actually adjust the price of gasoline more so than what we're seeing in the Middle East.
But what's bothering everybody is that the straits are not open at this point. Tankers have not gone through. There's a ton of them waiting to go through, and it'll take a long time, I don't know how long, to get them through and get the oil delivered. That's the problem, isn't it? The delay in opening the strait.
It is exactly the problem, Stuart. And the traffic jam that's in the Strait of Hormuz right now is worse than anything I've ever seen in New York City. It's going to take some time to undo these ships. How long is exactly anyone's guess, but I mean, it's going to take days and weeks. It's not going to take years, but it will take days and weeks. So there won't be this immediate 24-hour relief as soon as the strait is opened. But the bottom line, Stuart, is that is the scorecard. Count the tankers, don't count the words on a piece of paper.
We got it. Dan Brouillette, thanks for joining us. See you again soon.